Welcome back to EK Shop. Today I'm going to make a tea box out of olive wood. Stay tuned. So olive wood is a pretty cool wood, a very light color with lots of deep, rich, dark marbling. I've never worked with it before, but it feels like it's pretty dense. Seems like it's fairly oily on its own. I purchased this olive wood from woodcraft.com. It was the most affordable place I found to buy olive wood in dimensioned stock. The stock is about a 1/2 inch thick. I'm just going to make a little tea box out of it. This is carpet tape, so I can hold the two pieces together. Well, I think I only need 2 at this point. Well, I had a little mishap with my router. So olive wood is pretty hard, it turns out, and the impact of the router bit hitting the wood quickly loosened the collet, and I trimmed off way too much of this olive wood. So I am going to take this over to my table saw and rip off that rabbet I was trying to make. The project manager isn't very amused. Time for some miters. I taped the 2 boards together side by side so I get the same piece out of each board basically. So the cuts are exactly the same, so I don't have to mess around with that, and hope I get the same exact miter on each corner. Now it's just time to glue it up. Looks like a pretty good fit. I'm happy with it anyway. Not to say something isn't gonna go wrong during glue up. This is a 10-inch by 7-inch box. thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the top. So I'm going to take this board of olive wood. I'm going to run the table saw down the center to create a slit on both ends. And then I'm going to cut about this much off each side of the board. So I wound up with two smaller boards with slits in them, so I can put plexiglass in between. Kind of a picture frame kind of deal. So this is what the top will look like when it's all assembled. I'll be gluing and assembling it off camera because the plexiglass is rather flexible and it is hard to put together. So I want to save you guys like 10 minutes of assembly and glue up. But this is what it should look like when I'm done. So this 1/4-inch plywood is going to serve as the bottom of this little tea box. And that is what I was originally trying to cut the rabbet for in the beginning of the video. The original plan was to tuck this plywood behind the olive wood, glue it together, never know. But for now I'm going to glue it directly to the plywood, and then I'm going to cut thin small strips of my last remaining board of olive wood to hide the plywood. All right, and there we have it. This is the completed Olivewood tea box. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. The tea box works wonderfully for holding assorted teas and keeping them nice and separate and neat. And dare I say, the Olivewood looks amazing. And I'm really happy with how this project came out. It was not without its challenges. Olivewood works a little differently than other woods I'm used to. And I haven't worked with plexiglass too much. So it was a good experience on cutting plexiglass in a safe manner. But until next time, I'll see you.
I could have